Hello and welcome to my channel skyriseastro. Thank you for joining me today and I hope you are all doing well. Today we are going to talk about the 2024 horoscope for the sign of Aquarius. So let's start. Let's start with Jupiter that until the 20th of May will transit the sign of Taurus in your fourth house. Fourth house, roots, Taurus, I have. Jupiter is about abundance, and Aquarius, your sign, is about I know, knowledge. So, this is a good transit of Jupiter in the fourth house as it creates opportunities to implement some of your plans in relation to family, property, and personal business. You may also receive permission for a room or to use one. There is also the possibility of a donation or benefit from a branch of a large multinational organization or through the branch of your business that you are setting up. You may also have the opportunity to make a pilgrimage to a sacred place if you are a religious person, or to the homeland, or feel relief through the professional rehabilitation or through a recovery of a child. You may also feel the charitable feelings of certain people when you are in need of help. However, you will have the opportunity to use some of the money you have earned from your work, and you will be able to entertain friends and acquaintances more often with great pleasure. You'll be also able to enjoy this fifth house. So, great, that's great news. Let's go now after 20th of May until the end of this year of 2024. Jupiter will pass to the sign of Gemini in your fifth house. Gemini, I think, fifth house, creativity. So this is a very creative transit, creativity, for opportunities will come to you out of nowhere. So it is a time to create hope that you will attract life's favors. As one song says here in the Mediterranean, a good roll of the dice. In fact, on many occasions, you have the fortuitous support of people who are suited to succeed, to earn, to be seen. You make useful contacts, you make the most of the money you earn from your work. Wow! Unless you have the gambling bug, attention, in which case it is good to remember the popular Mediterranean saying that the mother of a gambler weeps and laughs. You may accept financial support from a relative, especially a cousin, or be pleased with your child's development. Most importantly, you manage to have your knowledge and values recognized and your expectations largely fulfilled. If you are a politician, for example, you can prove this by increasing the number of your voters. You may also find a new love life, have a child, take up a hobby, or find a second job to improve your finances. Great! Let's move now to Saturn, the planet of truth, that will stay for the whole year in the sign of Pisces, I believe, in your second house, owning. Ouch. So, sorry for the silence. Okay, so basically, what you are experiencing now is a financial squeeze, which will ultimately prove beneficial because you will not be able to incur unnecessary expenses and the involuntary or voluntary absence of someone important to you. However, it is considered a difficult time to buy and sell, especially things that require media support in terms of advertising and marketing. So it is a stressful process, but you will learn from life and the harsh side of business, which will serve you well in later years. However, you should be very careful with the means of transport you use for your travels, as you may encounter repair, replacement, and other problems. You may also encounter a problem of a more or less serious nature through a relative. Let's go now to Uranus, genius, that for another year for the whole 2024, will stay in the sign of Taurus, also in your fourth house. During this transit, you will either voluntarily try to change the climate in your family environment, or you will do so through your behavior, challenging and irritating other people. However, this may be an inappropriate time to move to another home or place of work, or to get on with other people, or to change town or country. And of course, since your fourth house is ruled by the sign of Taurus, a sign that does not like change, then anything that tends to change the tranquil climate will cause you great upset, especially during periods when Uranus is transiting, especially now, this period, your own side, or is forming negative aspects with your natal planets, but also because of some strange situations which may affect your private life. They may become a reason for you to investigate things from their metaphysical side. Neptune, sacrifice, will stay for another year for all 2024 in your second house, owning and Pisces, I believe. So, since you are an Aquarius, you will certainly, if you are not a multimillionaire or you don't have the mentality of a multimillionaire, adopt this habit, and there's no harm in that. But if you get into the habit of spending more than you have or don't have, then the problem is not just bad, it's tragic. Because in order to meet your obligations, you may even engage in immoral and criminal activities or find yourself in the predicament of foreclosure and so on. But is it not a serious problem to lose sleep over your financial problems? So remember that because you are particularly vulnerable to material misfortune, it is in your interest to seek the opinion of other people, especially those who are knowledgeable about things, especially when it comes to important purchases such as property, works of art, precious stones, stocks and shares, and so on. But you can also easily become a victim of fraud, from having your wallet stolen to having your cash register or anything else of value to you stolen. But from the other side, this is a very good time to gain spiritual knowledge. You will certainly be able to improve the level of your personal life through it. This will also give you a different aesthetic perception of what you have and possess. So finally, let's see what is happening with Pluto, the planet of transformation, that for one more year, the last one, for a couple of months, will stay in the sign of Capricorn, as it does since 2008, for the last 16 years, in your 12th house, escape. So Pluto will stay in Capricorn for the first 20 days of January, and then again from September until November. So this is one of the most urgent transit, in the sense that you need to have your antenna out in all directions, because during this transit, and even more so during the time it passes over the cusp of your 12th house, as well as when it forms aspects, you will be called upon by your own consciousness to use the experiences you are having to discover who is preying on you. You will then become aware that something strange is beginning to happen on a metaphysical level, meaning that you can receive warning messages from your subconscious. However, any mistakes you may have made in the professional social sphere, perhaps with a parent, you can see the consequences at this stage of your life. And it is very likely that another person will enter your life in a hospital or some other less pleasant place. Ouch. But this is over because from the end of January of 2024, this year, and for the next 20 years, Pluto will move to your sign, Aquarius, in your first house. So, the first house, the body, Pluto, transformation, Aquarius, I know, knowledge. So, let's see what all this means. It will look like a universal time bomb in your destiny book. For you, as you become accustomed to living your lives with no strings attached, as all that lies hidden in your unconscious begins to surface, then your volcanic eruptions will cause serious problems in your relationships. For this is where Pluto will force you to dissolve and mutate your emerging elements. Of course, much will depend on your social, professional, and family situations and how much you have been affected by them. So, as they take full control this time, you will also experience things that are particularly sensitive to your mental balance. So, that's all for 2024. Dear Aquarius, thank you for watching. Don't hesitate to leave a comment, a feedback. I would love to hear about that. If you want, subscribe to my channel because more and better videos are coming soon. I hope you are all doing great and have a nice day. Bye.